Oh, 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 oh. Oh, we're live. Oh, we're live, guys. We're just live. I'm off fooling around. Good morning. Good morning. How's everyone doing? It is. That's going to bug me. That's going to bug me. There we go. It is 7:10 a.m., guys. Time to wakey, bakey, smoke them if you got them, guys. That's right. Good morning. Good morning. Appreciate everyone tuning in. We were absent yesterday, guys. That's right. My perfect attendance is not going to count now. Darn it. Oh, darn it, guys. No, yesterday, guys, I had to run up to Phoenix. I was had a meeting, a big meeting. That's right. No, I had meetings for C's Candy, guys. You know how it goes. Had to do what I had to do. So we ended up missing yesterday. But whoa, 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 mute that. Mute that. All right. Yeah, so I had a pretty good day, guys. Went to Phoenix yesterday, did all the things, all the Phoenix things, you know. But yeah, so sorry guys, had to miss one yesterday, but we are back and it is Paranormal Tuesday, guys, and we are talking the craziest, the wildest, the spookiest ghost stories, paranormal stories. We're going to get into some cryptids you'd never even heard of, guys. We got a lot of stuff to get into. I'm looking forward to it. We got the Wakey Bakey news. We got Today in History. We got shout outs. Shout outs. We got them all, guys. Got them all. So let's buckle in. Let's kick the tires. Let's light the fires, guys, because we're about to go live in 2. Let's do this thing, guys. Whoop, whoop. Oh.
It's 7:10 a.m.
Time to wakey and time for bakey.
Time to wakey and time for bakey.
Get ready for your host with more.
Get ready for your host with more.
Mr. Brian Brown.
Mr. Brian Brown.
It's 7:10 a.m.
It's 7:10 a.m.
Que la roja visuela y cuando le moviese ligado igualito que yuca. El pelo que tiene tan lindo, no venga a pensar que eso es una peluca. Tiene cotorra perico, yo tengo cotorra a tu pie de la cuca. Claro en el ring, en el piso yo quiero.
No quites mi pelo, te la soy bueno, porque tú no tienes que de odio tú estás lleno. No critiques mi pelo, te la soy bueno, porque tú no tienes que de odio tú estás lleno. No critiques mi pelo, te la soy bueno.
Thank you, Harvey Hooligans. Thank you. You don't have to call me. You could have just messaged me. But no, I appreciate you guys. All right, we were on mute. Welcome to the 7:10 a.m. show, guys. Sorry the fucking mute button is on. God damn it. I don't even want to do the show now. Fuck. Anyway, guys, all right. Motherfucker. All right, guys. It is 7:10 a.m. Time to smoke them if you got them, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome one, welcome all. What do we got going on this morning? We got Harvey Hooligans in the house. Good morning, good morning. We got Rosie Key in the house. Darth Ravage. Oh man, James Earl Jones died yesterday, guys. James Earl Jones died. What a man. What a bucket of win on that life, man. James Earl Jones, the voice of Darth Vader, the voice of Mustafa, Coming to America, King Jaffe Joffer. Remember? Man, what an actor, what a performer. James Earl Jones, man, the voice of generations, guys. Unfortunately passed away. How old was he? He was pretty old. But unfortunately passed away, guys. Big bucket of win, man. The body of work that guy put out, his voice alone, man. Great, great, great career, great life, man. Hopefully, his family's doing well. Big love, thoughts to James Earl Jones, guys. Unfortunately, passed away. But what a bucket of win. What a great life. We'll get into some James Earl Jones stories in a little bit, guys. But what's everyone up to, man? We got Darth Ravage in the house. Was that a picture, a children's hospital visit? It was. It was. It sure was. Good morning, Honey Nut Heroine. What are you doing awake so early, Honey Nut Heroine? How are you doing? Good to see you in here this morning. Good to see you in here. What else we got? What else we got in here? Oh man, bunch of people. The broken brain. There's a broken brain of Eric. How you doing, buddy? How you doing? Oh, we got it figured out. We got it figured out. The guy in the Sandlot. Oh, I forgot about that, Honey Nut Heroine. 100%. Yeah, the blind, Hercules was the name of the dog, right? The guy who owned the dog in Sandlot. Man, big bucker. Well, you know what? Let me pull up his IMDb here real quick. We're going to look because I'm not thinking, I know, man, his body of work was huge. That's what she said. James Earl Jones. He was in Rogue One. Let's check this out, guys. So James Earl Jones, Field of Dreams. I forgot about that. Rogue One, The Lion King, The Hunt for Red October. He was in the Obi-Wan series. Was he really? I did not realize that. Coming to America 2. He was in, he voiced Darth Vader. Duh. What am I thinking? The Lion King, Warning Shot, Rogue One, Star Wars Rebels, Agent X, The Angriest Man in Brooklyn. Let's see. He was in some episodes of House. Click. He was he was a narrator in Click. He did a lot of narrating. Let's go back. Let's go back a little bit. Third Rock from the Sun. He was in Judge Dredd. The Lion King, Clear and Present Danger. Lois and Clark, Clean Slate, Picket Fences. Naked Gun, 33 and a half. A lot of stuff, man. He was in a lot of stuff. Holy crap. Patriot Games, Convicts, True Identity, Gabriel's Fire, The Ambulance, Heat Wave. Man, this dude worked a lot. Holy crap, he worked a lot. He was pumping out like 4 or 5 films a year. Damn, back in the 70s and the 80s and the 90s, he was pumping out about 4 or 5 films a year, which is huge for an actor. Man, big shout out James Earl Jones, 93 years old. Big bucket of win there, man. Big bucket of win. Thank you, James Earl Jones, for the memories. Thank you for the great times. We appreciate you. Definitely. Fried chicken and baked beans as a roll. Oh, happy day of justice suspension on oval racing. Nice. His voice was epic, man. What was it? Him, Morgan Freeman. There's a few that just really stand out that pop. So yeah, unfortunately, James Earl Jones, man, we salute you, James Earl. Guys, let's have just a quick little moment of silence for Mr. James Earl Jones. And you know what, guys? While we're in here, I know that was a quick moment. While we're thinking about that, I did take a visit to the Phoenix Children's Hospital yesterday, guys. I did a tour. Oh, that's right. Conan the Barbarian. I forgot he was the main dude, right? I do want to give some thoughts and prayers out, guys. I did go to the Phoenix Children's Hospital yesterday, and we did the tour. We went into they have like a religious, not a religious room, like a prayer room. It could be for anything, Catholic, whatever your denomination is, they got you covered in there. And they had prayer cards, man. And all I could think of, I didn't read any of them, thank God. But all I could think of, man, is my son's been in, and not in Phoenix, but in the Vegas Children's Hospital. And man, that's a big deal, man. Some of those parents don't know if their kids are gonna live, gonna die. So man, if you guys could do me a favor, send out positive vibes for the families and the kids and the parents at the Phoenix Children's Hospital, guys. You don't need anyone in specific. Everyone there has a need, guys. So just say, there's nothing worse than having a sick kid, man. And I think you would feel powerless as a parent. So definitely, guys, let's send some thoughts and prayers out to them. Positivity wins, guys. I'm trying to change my outlook on life. I am. Positivity over negativity, guys. It's about time you go and do some charity work. It's good for the soul. Oh yeah, I love me some Phoenix Children's Hospital, guys. I don't know if I probably told this story before. I don't know, about 12, 15 years ago, maybe a little longer. Me and my kids were in a horrible car accident, guys. I was working for Budweiser at the time. I was driving the kids to go see their mom, actually, for a visit. This is how long ago that was. Um, I dropped them off. I went to the batting cages while I wait for them. I still remember, and I got like a blister on my hand right here. So I picked up the kids from the visit. Went grocery shopping. It was 4th of July weekend, and we were driving back. I had brand new ribeyes waiting for me to barbecue. I still smell them. And boom, man, right in front of Wakamoto Farms. It's a 4-lane highway, and a guy was going to turn into the produce stand, and there's no suicide lane. So he's in this left lane of a fucking 4-way highway. I'm going 80 miles an hour, not even paying, like, I'm paying somewhat attention. And I look up, and fucking he's just stopped right in front of me. And we came up his ass so hard, man. So hard. I got thrown out of the car immediately. The engine's in the front seat. I'm out of the car. And my son had unfortunately weaseled out of his car seat a little bit, and he broke every bone in his face. And I'm not exaggerating. The surgery they had the Flight for Life. The surgery they had to cut him from ear to ear and then pull his face down, and so they could fuse everything back together. It was a pretty serious deal. And I remember, he's in there about 2-3 months, something like that. And we get him out, and it's time for him to go home. And he's like 5, 6 years old, man, maybe 7. Um, and I remember the kids at the hospital all gave him like a standing ovation, and he did a lap around the hospital ward. Everyone was so happy he got to go home, man. And all I could think about, unfortunately for me, my morbid, I was happy, man, so happy my son got to go home. But there's kids there who don't get to go home, who probably never got to go home, guys. That's important, man. That's important to acknowledge that. It's important to do what we can to help parents, to help kids, do what we can, guys. And that's one of my passions, guys. That's why I've been raising money for the Phoenix Children's Hospital for the last 12 years, every season. It's important, guys. If like we joke about Seas Candy, guys, go to Spirit Halloween. Spirit of Children, wherever you're at, guys, if you donate to the Spirit of Children, it goes directly to your child life development department, guys. No matter where you're at, Philly, wherever, this is where it goes, guys. 100% of the proceeds go to that child life development department, and they raise a lot of money, man. Hundreds of thousands of dollars for each one. What is it? We're shooting for they're shooting for 20 million this year, guys. Nationwide, they do not take a dime of that money. 100% goes to your child life development department wherever you're at. And and they do parties for the kids, they do all that. All that comes out of their money. None of that, none of the charity, none of the donations get touched for any of that. It's a good charity, guys. I wouldn't talk about it if it wasn't. It's 100% legit. If you're ever in a Spirit Halloween and you want to see them ring that bell, you want to get up on the Hall of Fame, you freaking just donate $1, donate $2, donate $100, whatever you can, man. You know what? It's a worthwhile cause, and that's my spill for the day. All right, that's my spill for the day. That's my spill, guys. That's my spill. Everything's good now, no, it all's well that ends well, guys. It was pretty traumatic at the time, but my son's doing great. He's in Colorado, living on his own. He bought a car. He's a real boy. You know what I mean? No, it's all good, guys. It all worked out well. So Brian throwing out the positivity wave today. That is horrible. Glad it turned out okay. My son was born. Oh man, it came out dude. Woo. I tell the story. My son was about 22 hours over in labor. My ex-wife was, and he came out with this giant cone head. And I swear to God, I thought it was a tumor, man. I did. The doctor's giving me the thumbs up, and I'm like, thumbs up. It's a tumor. Like what do we got here? And that was a scary moment, man. I couldn't imagine like Eric coming out purple. God, dude, that's got to be, especially for a man, because a lot of times the man really doesn't make that connection with the baby until he can touch it, see it. A woman has that connection through the process, the labor process, the birthing process, the pregnancy process, whatever. They got that connection. So for a man, that's really your first real true connection. And man, to have it, in a emergency situation, that's hard, man. That's hard. God bless you, Eric. God bless you, man. God bless you. Let's see what we got here. All right, guys, let's get into the show. Brian's just yakety. All right, guys. Let's start out with the starter of the day. Let's start out with the Dank question of the day, guys. What is the most expensive mistake you have ever made? Oh, man. What is the most expensive mistake? Hey, good morning, April. Good morning. What am I giving head to the fucking microphone for? What is the most expensive mistake you have ever made? Trying to think. Yakety yak, always talk back. For me, most expensive mistake I ever made. My number 5 also came out not breathing, came out backwards. Ooh, that's scary. That's scary. Could imagine, especially as a woman giving birth, right? There's literally nothing you could do. They got you all strapped in, and man, that's scary. Thank God. And hopefully everyone's babies are good. Hopefully everything turned out well for everyone. That's hard, man. It's hard. Kids be the death of you. I'm telling you. So what is the most expensive mistake you've ever made? For me, most expensive mistake. I'm trying to think. What has cost me money because I've been stupid? Procrastination. Oh, most expensive mistake I ever made was not filing some paperwork, guys. It was like an insurance claim or something. And all I had to do was fill out what was it? Something. And all I had to do was fill out the paperwork. And it was like $5,000 just waiting for me. Like, that's all it was. I just had to fill out the stupid paperwork by a certain time. And I didn't. And I lost $5,000. Free money. just free money. Well, it was, to reimburse me for whatever the insurance thing was. But yeah, I remember that. Yeah, so that was a mistake. That was a pricey mistake. What's another one? Oh man, pricey mistake. Mounting a big screen TV onto the wall of my bedroom. I didn't check for studs. I assumed it would hold the weight. That motherfucker came down, fell right into a bong. Boom, crashed. TV was smashed. It was a good one too. It was like a 75-inch Vizio, which I know, medium, medium grade. But yeah, I remember that. So that cost me a few grand there. What are some of the most expensive? Hey, back to retro. Going to jail for defending my mom from her abusive boyfriend. Oh man, yeah, that wasn't a mistake though, man. She stayed with him and left me in jail for 9 months. Oh shit! But you know what, Eric, man, you did the right thing. You did the right thing. Sometimes the right thing doesn't pay off like we want it to, but you did the right thing, man. You can hold your head up high and know you did what was right, man. No matter what. I'm late, but I'm here. Back to retro. How you doing? Most expensive mistake. I was 16. My mom managed an apartment building. Sent me to get money. Order dropped $865 cash in the road as I walked there. I was so scared, praying hard. Found the money. Oh, Lottie. In the gutter on a busy street 10 minutes later. I'm sorry, Brian, but the bed it sounds perverted. Yeah, you know. The doctor was on vacation, but the emergency flight team was there, had to hold me down. Oh, that's scary. That's what the cops said to me. You did the right thing. I was like, oh, yeah, then let me go. You know what? I fucking hate it when the cops do that shit. They're like, you know what? I don't want to take you to jail, but my boss or whatever. You're like, no, you're fucking taking me to jail. You know, what was it? The Civil Liberties Union, guys. This is people who fight for your right to party. This is like for corrupt cops and that kind of stuff. Civil Liberty Union. It's a lawyer group. They I watched a thing one time about they were how to defend your rights, how to protect your rights, and they made a pretty good thing. Never tell a cop anything. You can give them the basics, if you need to, but and he said nothing anyone has ever told a cop has changed their mind about arresting them. Once a cop's going to arrest you, he's going to arrest you, man. There's no talking your way out of it. There's nothing like that. So, man, you might as well just keep your mouth shut. Stop all the self-snitching. There you go. Stop all the self-snitching. But yeah, because they'll tell you that shit. Oh man, nothing personal, brother. You're a cool guy, but I gotta do my job. And you're like, harassing people? That's your job. But no, man. Yeah, most expensive mistake you've ever made. Here's a good story for you guys. I don't know if it was a mistake per se. There is no unarrest. That is true. So this is back in the tweaker days, guys. This is back in the tweaker days. I had a ounce of meth. It's a lot of meth. I'm telling you, for a small time player, an ounce of meth was a lot of meth. And I'm driving, man. I'm driving in Mojave Valley, off of Laguna. Yeah, off of Laguna. If you guys know where that is, over by River Valley High School, down that where the cemetery is, like just straight shot. I had just scored an ounce, man. Fucking had it in a bag underneath my seat, all tucked in, and a fucking sheriff officer gets behind me. I'm probably on 95 at this time, getting ready to turn left into Laguna. And this dude was following me probably for about a mile at that point. So I turned left thinking I might lose him. He turns left with me. I'm fucking freaking out. An ounce of meth is cells. It's a bunch of stuff, man. It's serious charges. I fucking pull it out from under the seat, man. Like if I got to toss it, if I got to if I got to eat it. Oh, man, that did cross my mind. That would have been the priciest mistake I ever made. But, yeah, I had thought about eating it, man. And Driving down Laguna, hit the first four-way stop. He stops, he doesn't turn. Fucking hit the second four-way stop. He doesn't stop, he doesn't turn. I'm like, fuck, I am fucked. I turn right where the high school is down I don't know what street that is. Whatever street that is, I turn right down in front of the high school. And so the way this road is set up, there's a bunch of individual streets, and you got your one main road. The first four streets are not paved at that time. It was like just dirt, So I take the second one, thinking, okay, fucking, he has no business going down a dirt road. You know what? So I turn down the second one. Motherfucker follows me again. And I'm like, fuck, I'm fucked. My crazy aunt, God bless her. God bless her. Aunt Marie, God bless her, taught me when I was very young. If you do 4 left turns or 4 right turns, you're basically doing a square, depending on how the streets are laid out. No one is gonna follow you in a square. Like, no one's like, if they're following you, they're gonna follow you. That's how you know they're following you. No one's gonna like do a square, 4 left turns if they're going somewhere legit. So I do that. I do 4 left turns, and I fucking still following me. I'm fucked at this point. So I hang a right. So I'm back up on the dirt road, back on the 4-way stop on Laguna. So I head back up there. He's coming down, making the turn. I get 1 fucking second, maybe 2, to be able to him not see me. I chuck this fucking ounce into the fucking fields, man. We do a lot. They have a lot of farm fields, cotton, cabbage, that kind of thing. I tossed this fucking ounce so fucking far. And I remember seeing the crows fly up when I tossed it. Man, I threw that thing so far. And I kept going. I hit that 4-way stop. I do another right to go back to the high school area. He fucking makes a left and just takes off. That quick, that simple, that easy. I go back about an hour later. I cannot find that ounce. It's in a fucking field of cotton. I don't fucking know where the fuck it is. I could not find that ounce to save my life. And I forget what ounces went for. Let's see, a teener was what? Teener was a 16th of meth was like $80 back then. 8-ball was $1.60. So an ounce would have been, I don't know, about $1,000 or maybe 800 or something. It was for a small time player, it was a lot of money. That was a mistake. Well, maybe not. Like, you know what? Who knows? Who knows if I would have got pulled over? But man, that was a costly mistake. So what about you guys? What are some costly mistakes? Let's see what we got. Why does that sound like deja vu? I was able to work with a cop. He let me go. Some California loser stole my identity, got a bunch of tickets. I got pulled over, and with my kids, the cop was going to arrest me for suspended license. Holy shit. Was able to convince him to let me go as long as I went and turned myself in 5 days. So sometimes cops are cool. Sometimes cops are cool like that, but usually not. Buying a brand new car why are you buying a car with your ex? Wait a minute. Oh, no, this is an old story. Buying a brand new car with my ex. He took the car when we broke up. He doesn't make the payments. It's on my credit. That was the most expensive mistake. Ooh. Hey, at least it wasn't me. Bought this asshole a hot water heater, and he still hasn't paid me back. Bought this asshole a hot water heater, and he still hasn't paid me back. Oh, man. Oh, let's see. Darth Ravage. One time I was driving home, and this car in front of me was taking every turn I was. They pulled over and jumped out right in front of my house. Were you following them to your house? I need more information, Lonnie. I need some more information on that, brother. You're pretty expensive too. It's a new world, Brian. April's buying a new car with her ex as a gift for you. That wouldn't happen. That wouldn't happen. All right, guys. You know what? Deep thought of the day. You know what? I'll end the show with the deep thought of the day. In a survey, guys, 75% of women agreed they prefer this in a boss. What is it? 75% of women agree they prefer this in a boss. What is it? Who's the boss? That's right. Who's the boss? I'm the boss. Oh. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? I was going home. They thought I was following them, got mad. I pulled into a driveway and they laughed and left. I told you, the guys, the story. I'll say it again real quick. It's story day today. Obviously, evidently, it's story day today, guys. My cousin Shane, Aunt Marie's son. Go figure. He's in prison now, man. I don't know. He's my cousin. You know, I love him. Regardless, man. But he's done some loser shit in his life. He's a tweaker. He's been to prison so many times. I can't tell you how many times. He's a lucky dude. He always gets off somehow. Like, he's in prison now. But he stayed with me for a little while in Bullhead, and we were tweaking. You know, it's back in the day. And I remember we had been up for days. And my cousin's a liar. My cousin likes to lie. So if he walked from his house to your house, seven blocks, and absolutely nothing happened, he would make up some story about a dog chasing him and people trying to shoot him. That's just the type of dude he is. And so he tells me this fucking story that he followed our neighbors. We all got that kind of cousin, BB. He was telling me this story about he followed our neighbors, and they were devil worshippers, and they sacrificed an animal out in the desert, and he saw it all, and they're crazy. Whatever, you know, I didn't believe him. So we're at this it's a single wide. It's like one of those, just a straight shot. My bedroom's at the back end of it. So the bedroom door is right facing the hallway, and it's a straight shot all the way down. So we've been up for fucking days, man. I'm exhausted. I'm just beat. I lay down on the bed, and I'm laying down like with my legs on the ground and my body on the bed. Does that make sense? Like in a sitting position, but laying down, if that makes sense. And I remember I was exhausted, man, just burned out. And I was closed my eyes and I took a deep breath as I fall asleep. And all of a sudden, my cousin's name is Shane. And all of a sudden I hear, Shane, Shane, Shane. And I'm like, what the fuck is that? I look out the window and it's the fucking neighbors that he supposedly had followed. And I'm like, what the fuck? And Shane goes to open the fucking door. I come running down that hallway like fucking Billie Jean King. And I drop kick the fucking door, but I don't do a normal drop kick. I do like a mule kick. Like I come running and my legs fucking shoot out in front of me and I kick the door. Boom, it comes flying out of his hand. Slam. What the fuck you doing, Shane? What the fuck? They're the devil worshippers. They're the devil worshippers. They know you. They're going to kill you. They know you saw them sacrifice an animal. So what ended up happening is the neighbors, they drank a little bit. They like to drink. And they went out to the bar that night. They had a dog that was in the front yard that would run around. So when they showed up at their house, they were a little drunk. The dog was in the front yard. And you never guess what the dog's name was. The dog's name was Shane. So they're talking to the dog, man. And fucking, my cousin. That was a crazy one. Shane. For real. For real. Is Arizona like Alabama and Florida where you marry your first cousins? No, not at all. Oh, man. Oh, shame. That's crazy. All right, guys, let's get into some wakey bakey news this morning, guys. Let's see what's happening out in the real world today, guys. One of the most famous voices of all time has gone silent, guys. James Earl Jones. His acting was often overshadowed by his distinct baritone of over a 7-decade career that spans stage and screen, guys. He died Monday at age 93. Jones' signature instrument brought powers to his stage and movie roles, most indebitably was Darth Vader in Star Wars, Mustafa in The Lion King, and other notable roles. He was in Roots. Oh, The Next Generation. Um, Conan the Barbarian, African King and Coming to America, Field of Dreams, The Hunt for Red October, Patriot Games. Man, big bucket of win. Good for him. Not good for him, but man, he had a hell of a life. That's a life you can look back on and be proud of. Good for you, James Earl Jones. All right, guys. Selena Gomez, Dick Van Dyke, Viola Davis, Billy Crystal, Jimmy Smits are among some of the stars who are set to present on the 76th Annual Emmy Awards, hosted by Eugene and Dan Levy. Should be kind of interesting. The ceremony will take place at the Peacock Theater in Los Angeles and will air on ABC. The list of the names released by the Television Academy includes previous Emmy nominees, winners, as well as nominees competing this year, like Gomez, Maya Rudolph, all the usual suspects: Ron Howard, Jimmy Kimmel, Steve Martin, Martin Short, all the guys. Eminem will return to the VMA stage to open the show tomorrow night. The rapper, who is tied with Peter Gabriel for the most wins by a solo artist, male artist in the VMA history, will return to the stage show for the first time since 2022. He performed with Snoop Dogg. He last opened the show in 2010 in a duet with Rihanna. His 8 nominations this year include Video of the Year. He joins a lineup that includes LL Cool J, Shawn Mendes, Sabrina Carpenter, Chappelle Roan, Glorilla, Camila Cabala, Benson Boone, Hazley, Lenny Kravitz, and Blackpink's Lisa. Oh, we got some J-Lo news, guys. J-Lo does not realize how shitty her new movie is. Is it bad? Like, I know you have to promote it. I know you got to, but when your movie is just dog shit diarrhea, how do you like stand there and be proud of it? Like, this movie is, from what I hear, is just dog shit diarrhea. The what is it? I can't think of it. Anyway, Jennifer Lopez is said to have her unstoppable co-star Bobby Kenville. She's a bad picker. Is said to have told her co-star, reportedly made the remark, that she's a bad picker. J-Lo reported made the remark when they were promoting their new movie Unstoppable at the Toronto Film Festival, in apparent reference to a recent collapsed marriage with Ben Affleck. I didn't realize they were married, man. Was seen having an apparent trouble hearing Lopez at first. She then repeated the phrase at least twice more while also laughing. She was seen saying, "It is what it is." James Gandolfini, portrayal of Tony Soprano, remains one of the greatest TV performances in the last 25 years, guys. I'd say of all time. But working on the show day in and day out was definitely a grind. In a new documentary, guys, a wise guy, David Chase and The Sopranos, Stevie Van Zandt, who plays Sylvia. Also, Bruce Springsteen's guitarist or something, right? Stevie Van Zandt. Stevie Van Zandt, who plays Silvio, recalls how the schedule got to him. Van Zandt said every other day we would go to a bar, we would have the exact same conversation, we would get drunk. He said, "I'm done. I'm not going back." Would explain that to him being a few hundred people depending on him, he would always return, but a few times he did disappear for a few days. Man, one of my favorite guys in the world is Dick Van Dyke, guys. I love me some Dick Van Dyke. Oh, don't isolate that fucking clip. Love me some Dick Van Dyke. Is still not ready to retire, guys. On Saturday, the 98-year-old man that was saved by dolphins in the ocean is looking for work after he won an award for Outstanding Variety Special at the 2024 Creative Art Emmy Award for his birthday special, Dick Van Dyke, 98 Years of Magic. After accepting his award, he asked about how he hopes to be remembered. He answered, for laughter. I hope for making people laugh for 75 years. He continued to reflect on his career. I've been in the business 75 years. Wow. I can't believe I'm still here performing. Then he added with a laugh, I'm looking for work if anyone has any. I like me some Dick Van Dyke, man. He's a good dude. Good dude. All right, what else we got, guys? What else we got? Brain shows. Speaking of the broken brain of Eric, guys, many game shows are back airing to new episodes this month, guys, following summer reruns. And that's great news because we watch them is good. Watching them is good for your brain. Did you guys know this? Watching game shows is actually a healthy thing, guys. According to experts, game shows have several cognitive benefits because they require you to pay close attention, to quickly process information, and to either problem solve or recall information in an order of an answer, says Glenn R. Finney, director of the Memory and Cognitive Program of Ginsinger Health in Wilkes-Barre, PA. Doing so engages numerous networks in the brain in an engaging and enjoyable way. Also enhances learning. This can help boost mental acuity. Other experts agree that this watching the game can help your memory. Yeah, man, I love watching me some game shows. There's one with Patton Oswalt. Me and April are kind of currently watching when we have time. That's pretty good. I would check it out. I don't know the name of it, guys. I don't know the name. If watching game shows is so good for my brain, then why is it when I watch Family Feud, I immediately feel stupider? But I do have to admit, Jeopardy is a very intelligent show, guys, which is why I can't believe it's lasted so long on network TV. That is true. That is true. That seems a little more sophisticated for network TV, guys. Maximum iPhone Max. It definitely wasn't the latest Apple event new product announcement, but a couple of popular YouTubers have created a giant full functioning iPhone measuring at least 7 feet tall. Matthew Perks and Arnie Mani. Excuse me. Set the Guinness World's Record for the largest smartphone replica. In order for the record, the phone was required to actually work. So it was made up of using an 88-inch TV for the screen, is able to send texts and emails, operate all apps, and even take photos. It also has a flashlight and charging port, which fits the largest USB cable in the world. Up next, they plan on making the world's largest pocket to keep it in. Apple would never build a phone that big, at least not until Samsung does first. Hey, let's check this out real quick, guys. We got to see this. Man, they're getting bad on ads right now. Horrible. All these ads. And guess what ad it is, guys? An ad for Apple. They were listening. What the heck? Um, there we go, guys. See this through.
The world's largest iPhone. Pretty much everyone's familiar with the iPhone, but why on earth build a giant
We're
one?
not going to watch.
He added all of the camera
Oh,
areas
wow.
aesthetic trim. This is super fun.
What
There's
the
not enough
heck?
room to have it in portrait mode in my studio, unfortunately, but it does all work. If you're wondering why it looks so much like iOS rather than Android, it's been beautifully skinned by Aaron's team, and it looks pretty
Wow.
convincing.
That's crazy, man.
So, it's working. This is incredibly satisfying and a huge relief to see it actually in action and that the TV and touch layer have survived. But the biggest challenge perhaps left is actually to get this over to Aaron's place. But thankfully, I've got... That's amazing. Oh my God.
That's nuts, guys. That is nuts. The world's largest iPhone, guys. The world's largest iPhone. Darth, that sounds like the movie Old Boy. Love me some Old Boy, man. Love me some Old Boy. Where Rosie Key is in the South, they keep it in the family. Just ask Kevin. Ooh. Shots fired. Shots fired, guys. Oh, man. What else we got cooking today, guys? What else we got cooking? Did you know a study has found that 4 out of 10 cats play fetch? Way more than previously believed. Purdue University researchers analyzed data from online surveys of cat owners. And over 8,000 cat owners surveyed, 41% reported that their cat would sometimes, frequently, or always retrieve thrown toys or objects. The cats are more likely to display fetching behavior if they're generally more active and playful and if they live indoors. Of course, 0 out of 10 cats will play fetch if you first bet your friends $10 that they can play fetch. Cats are assholes, man. Cats are assholes, guys. All right, guys, let's get in to a little something I like to call Today in History, guys. Let me see here. Do I got the key? Do I got the music? I do not. Maybe. Maybe I do. Let's see. Nope. Nope. All right, guys. Let's get into Today in History. Today in History, a journey through time, imagination, and rhythm and rhyme. We're gonna listen to the history of the day. So give it up to your boy Kid and Play. They're not here, guys. They're not here. Um oh man. Let's see, 9:10 already. Damn. Oh man. Hang on, guys. Today in History. Where are we at? Britannica, guys. This is brought to you by the Healing Center, 1400 Needles Highway, Needles, California, guys. Your number one cannabis superstore in all the land. Wild Weekend drops or Wild Weekly drops are dropping today, guys. Get on over there, check it out. I'll be dropping a video later today. What is today? Today's Tincture Tuesday. Get on down there, save some money on topicals. Here we go. Add to the scene. All right, guys, let's do this thing. Today in History. Let's see. Birthdays, guys. Jack Ma, Chinese entrepreneur, was born today, guys. 1963. Randy Johnson, American baseball player. Diamondbacks for all you Arizona and Seattle people. He was a Mariner too. Randy Johnson, man, I remember meeting him at spring training. He was playing for the Mariners, and he asked me why I wasn't in school. And I said I came to see you guys play ball. Good guy, man, Randy Johnson. Bill O'Reilly, American TV guy. Stephen Jay Gould, American paleontologist. And then Arnold Palmer, American golfer, guys. Arnold Palmer, the OG golfer. All right, guys, in 1608, John Smith was chosen to be president over Jamestown. Having survived captured by Indians, reportedly through the efforts of Pocahontas, a chief's daughter, John Smith became president of the Jamestown colony, the first permanent English settlement in North America in this day in 1608. Let's see here, guys. The largest Hadron Collider, the world's most powerful particle accelerator, conducted its first test operation in 2008. That's a crazy thing, man. This collider, they're making particles, basically like they do like basically recreating the Big Bang. Really interesting work, really different, man. If you guys ever need something to fall in a rabbit hole and go to sleep to, there you go. Andrew Lloyd Webber, musical Cats, closed after 7,485 performances. It was the longest running show on Broadway until it was surpassed by Phantom of the Opera, also Lloyd Webber, in 2006. Man, the Cats ran forever, right? That was a creepy one. Cats. Who remembers Cats? The TV series X-Files, starring David Duchovny and Gillian Anderson, debuted on Fox and developed a huge cult following. Man, that was everyone's Friday night back in the day, right? Fucking X-Files, man. 1988, by winning the U.S. Open, Steffi Graf completed the Grand Slam of tennis. She was the first woman to accomplish the feat since Margaret Court in 1970. Alex Trebek debuted as the host of Jeopardy today, guys. Don't know why I said it like that. Debuted. See what else we got. The TV show Gunsmoke began airing on CBS. By the time it ended in 1975, the series was the longest running Western in American TV history. What else we got today, guys? American baseball player Roger Maris, who held 1961 to 1998 the record for the most home runs in a single season, was born. Happy birthday, Roger. I like Roger Maris, man. Austria and the Allied powers signed the Treaty of Saint Germain, concluding World War One. Saint Germain. Maybe we talk about Saint Germain in this. Those weird, the man who lived forever. American inventor Elias Howe was granted a patent for his sewing machine, which revolutionized garment manufacturing in the factory and then in the home. U.S. naval forces under the command of Oliver Hazard Perry defeated the British in Battle Lake Erie during the War of 1812. The Second Northern War was conducted by the Peace of Nanstad. 1961, the Japanese rebel Yoi Shashik committed suicide after the failure of his pilot against the Token Shogunate. Yeah, that's true. John the Fearless, second Duke of Burgundy, was killed during a meeting with the future King Charles VII. I am Charles VII. I am. In France, guys. And that was your Today in History. That's right, guys. Oh, man. Whose birthday was it? Roger Maris, man. 61 home runs. That was a big one. What do you guys think? I know not everyone's a baseball fan here. How cute. Brian finally hit puberty. April, throw him a coming of age party. John Smith was a child rapist. Was he? Actually, he was, wasn't he? I thought Cats was dumb. He was Randy Johnson. He has a Randy Johnson. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Brian, did you listen to A Tribe Called Quest or Black Sheep? Yeah, I did, man. I love me some Tribe Called Engine number 9 on the New York Transit line. If my train falls off the track, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Back on the scene. Crispy and lean. You can try, but you can't intertween. I forget what I love me some Black Sheep, man. And you could get a scoop later. You could get with this or you could get with that. Man, I love me some Black Sheep, man. Black Sheep was the shit. So how long after hitting puberties do you guys mature asking for a friend? Oh, man. I got some cousins on a quest. That's right. Man, April. Oh, killing me over here, Smalls. You're killing me. All right, guys, let's get in to the meat and the potatoes. Let's get into paranormal, guys. That's right. Hang on, let me pull this up. There we go. I'm sorry, I'm just making noise. I'm making grunting noises over here. Don't mind me, guys. I'm just making grunting noises over here. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see. All right, guys. Let's get into this. All right. Get this all queued up for you guys here. Let's get 55, I think. You're not wrong. You're not wrong, Alani. You're not wrong. All right. And there we go.
The following video shows a child who's lying in bed with his father when something downright creepy is caught on camera. According to the
Hopefully it's
father,
not that kind
both
of
him and
video.
his son were the only ones home during the time of this recording, which makes this incident even more unsettling. At the start of the video, we can see both the father and son lying in bed. However, seconds later, his son tells him that there's a scary friend by the door. Not sure how to respond, the father looks intently at the door as his son repeats that there's a scary friend. What happens next has left him baffled. The father writes, "I was in bed with my son and we were the only ones home." This was their footage.
And when a kid tells you they see a ghost,
Scary friend. Scary
oh
friend.
shit. Scary friend. You never told us this story, Lonnie. A scary friend. That's creepy, man.
Immediately after being told by his son that someone was outside the door, the hallway light turns on by itself. Then, as soon as both are out of the room, the door to the bathroom closes on its own.
That's weird.
It was only after watching the video that the father had noticed this and was left even more disturbed. As with most viewers, the father believes that something paranormal had occurred. But of course, this is solely speculative,
that
as
wasn't
not
so
much info
bad.
is given to determine what exactly happened. If they were the
That wasn't so bad. That was more of a, that's a begin. We're easing into it, guys. That is creepy. I would immediately thought someone was in my fucking house, man. That's immediately what I would have thought. I would have done the same exact thing. I would have got up and been like, I would have grabbed a bat or something, though. As soon as that light turned on, yeah, that would have been it, man. That would have been it.
A man is woken up late at night after hearing strange noises inside his house. The source of the sound seems to be coming from downstairs, but naturally, the man hesitates to check out the noise. Marvin Caguas had recorded the following video, and to this day, he has no idea as to what happened inside his home that night. Marvin wasn't sure if his housemate was trying to scare him, or if this was another strange occurrence, which often happens in his home. Little did he know that this wasn't a prank, but rather an occurrence that would leave him terrified. Along with this video, Marvin writes, "Strange things always happen in my house, and it's only now that I've tried to film some of these events." The following is the video he took.
Here we go. Oh, what the
Monday.com
fuck?
allows you to run any type of operation, even if it's
What
mermaid
the-
migration.
There we go. Always creepy when they're breathing heavy.
Alvin,
I love that he calls them housemates. Okay. When the kid shit plays, that's
funny
creepy.
anymore, man. Dude,
You know what? Kids' stories go off all the time on their own. That's fact.
Alvin. Shit ain't funny, man.
It's a big house.
Alvin.
Oh, man. But again, a toy didn't go off, man. We used to have this, like a teapot that sounded boiling. And it made like a boiling sound, water sound. I think it would just go off randomly all the time.
What the
Oh, fuck.
As soon as Marvin heads back inside after checking the garage, a loud thump is heard inside the house. It isn't until seconds later that the light fixture is seen swing back and forth on its own, as though someone had swung it lightly. And of course, as anyone would, Marvin runs away and heads back to his room where the video comes to an end. It goes without saying, but this incident has left him shook. It wasn't until noticing that his housemate was gone that he came to realize that this wasn't a prank, but rather one of many strange occurrences that have taken place in his home.
Yeah, that's weird, man. I don't know about that one. It's basic. That's not a super fucking, I don't know. But if you have experience, like if your house does weird shit before that, like I get it.
Feature he discovered on his motion sensing gaming device turned out to be a video of something else entirely. Take a look.
Hey you guys, I just wanted to show you guys a pretty quick feature of the Xbox One and its Connect. It actually has a pretty cool night vision that I just found today. And if you guys already know it has night vision, then I'm gonna show the people who don't know. So right now it's completely dark in this house right now. All you can basically see is my Xbox One controller. Now I'm gonna switch on the night vision for you guys. As you can see, it lights up the whole room. It's actually a pretty cool feature. I have an app for this or whatnot, but you also have this version of the camera. I don't know what it is. I think it's either infrared or something like that. And then back to the dark. As you can see, all you can see is my Xbox controller. And then back to night vision. It's actually, pretty cool feature for the Xbox Connect that I haven't really heard of until now. Maybe they have an app for it or something like that. But yeah, thanks for watching.
Right when Marvin turns off the lights and activates night vision mode on the sensor, two shadow-like figures can be seen manifesting behind him in what appears to be the kitchen. The first one is seen moving about for just a few seconds before heading downwards and then disappearing, whereas the other shadow appears afterwards and vanishes soon after night vision mode is turned back on. It's obvious that he hadn't noticed this until rewatching the footage, and, as you might expect, it was after watching it that he couldn't help but think that something unexplainable was caught on camera. Now, most viewers seem to believe that a ghost or an entity of some kind was caught on film. But like with most videos, we can't be sure if that's the case. As always, it's up to you to conclude as to whether or not a ghost was caught on camera. Until more evidence or context is given on the situation, Marvin's case remains a mystery.
That's crazy, man. Number 4.
Times been hitting me deep. Sticks and stones got nothing on me.
We're watching ghost videos. You gotta watch
This next video shows a father who's recording his son playing a video game when something very unsettling is caught on tape. The father in question is known as Ernesto Espinoza, and he's been uploading videos of his family on his YouTube channel. Although each video shows nothing more than a father who's enjoying the time he spends with his family, two videos in particular stand out from the rest. Unlike the other videos, these two have shown something that has caused concern among viewers of his content. The first video was posted not too long ago, and what's captured in it is pretty creepy. Be sure to look closely, or you'll miss it.
Ya suyo, ya la tienen ahí. Ya la tienen ganada.
What are we looking for?
Eso. ¿Qué pro?
No idea what we're looking for here.
¿No se oyó la canción?
In case you missed
I
it,
missed it.
if you look closely at the pile of toys in the corner, a baby doll can be seen moving on its own.
Oh, fuck you. Fuck you.
Ernesto hadn't
Holy
noticed this
shit.
until viewers had pointed this out. Now, although this video has convinced most people that Ernesto's family is being haunted by something, it's the second video that has caused the most concern. At the start of the clip, we can see his daughter dancing around in what appears to be the living room,
No way.
when all
Hell
of a sudden, something truly frightening is caught in the background. Take a look. As the little girl dances around the room, a dark figure passes by quickly inside another room before the door shuts on its own. Like the video before, viewers have suggested to Ernesto that he and his family should leave the house immediately. Although he appreciates the concern, it seems that he won't be leaving anytime soon, given that there haven't been any more strange occurrences in his home.
Dude,
But until something like
animal
this happens
moving?
again,
Oh my God.
it seems that Ernesto and his family will continue to carry on with their lives.
Oh, cute little.
The question still remains
Dude,
though,
that stuffed animal.
had something paranormal been caught on camera? Or
It was like
was something
drinking.
else caught instead?
It was drinking, like a teacup. Holy shit, that's creepy, man.
The
Oh,
following video
that
was
was so
suggested
creepy.
by Melanie M., who writes, "When I was a child, I used to watch a lot of TV. I would usually watch whatever, including the commercials. Yet, there is one commercial that I still remember to this present day, and just thinking about it scares me. This advertisement was shown in Chile, where I was born, and when I first saw it, I immediately noticed something strange about it. Now it's worth mentioning that Melanie wasn't the only person who had noticed this, as someone else had posted a video of the strange commercial, and just like Melanie, they were left disturbed upon spotting what they believe is a ghost hidden in this advertisement.
What?
Now thankfully, I was able to find a better quality video of this commercial. I'll play the entire ad before showing where the supposed ghost is hidden. That being said,
this should be
see if you can
interesting.
spot the apparition in this ad.
All right, guys, our job is to spot the ghost. See if we can find the ghost in the ad. When my kids have diarrhea, I like to make them go outside and play. That way the shit stays outside. Oh shit, I just saw it. Holy fuck. Holy fuck, I just saw it. I just saw it.
On the window, a faint reflection of what appears to be a grim-looking face can be seen midway through the commercial.
Right there. Look at that, guys. Look at that. And that's not like some weird fucking PA or something off the side of the camera.
It appears for only a few seconds before the scene changes and the face is no longer seen. Now the face doesn't appear to have the same features as the woman sitting on the couch, which has led viewers like Melanie to believe that a ghost was caught on camera. If no one else had been around, then whose face was this? Perhaps this might have been a cameraman who accidentally recorded their own reflection. Whether ghost or not, one thing's for sure. The appearance of whatever this is pretty unsettling. But as always, what do you think? If you caught something creepy on camera, or if there's any ghost videos you'd like me to check out and include in the next compilation, you can send them over to scaryvideos444@gmail.com. That being said, let's get back to the video.
All right. Number 2, guys.
The following photo was submitted by Tona Putra, who writes, "There was a family in Indonesia who went to a cemetery to commemorate members of their family who have died. The family was at the cemetery for almost the entire day. During the evening time, before leaving the cemetery, they were taking a lot of photos. Most of them were just random, but when they got home, they noticed that one photo had caught something in it that was strange. The following is the picture the family had taken.
Look at the guy's eyes. I could just, whoa. Whoa. Wait a minute.
According to Tono, the family had no clue as to who this person was. They were the only ones there and were sure that whoever or whatever this was not one of them.
That's great.
Now, because this photo was taken at a cemetery, Tono believes that an entity was caught in the photograph. The family also thinks that something supernatural was caught in the photo.
Yeah,
they
that is
believe
creepy,
that this may have been the ghost of a child whose own gravesite is at this cemetery. Although it's not clear as to who, or maybe even what this might have been, the picture has left them spooked. If the family had been the only ones there, then who was this?
That is creepy, man. The eyes and like the shape of it all. Who's ready to go to
Yes, we have
Hawaii,
beautiful
guys?
beaches.
I'm ready.
Yes, we have great food. But
On August 6th of 2016, a small channel had posted a video of 2 security guards who appear to be inside a school. The footage seems to have come from Argentina, given the language that is spoken by both men in the video. They seem to be the only ones inside the school. However, in the video, one security guard tells the other that he can hear noises coming from down the hall. Although one of them is hesitant at first, they proceed to check out the noise. What happens then has left them spooked. This is what they caught.
¿Qué onda, boludo? ¿Hace un frío acá afuera? Sí, boludo, hace un refrío. Pero acá parece que hace más frío, porque dice cuando hace frío que es por algo, digamos. ¿Dónde escuchas, boludo? Acá hay ruido en toda la escuela. Pero sí, boludo, ¿no escuchaste? ¿Ves escuchar? ¿Escuchás, boludo? ¿No escuchás? No nada, boludo. Pues sí. Hay como una cortina ahí. Sí. ¿No escuchas este lugar? Sí, boludo, para mí que por allá. O ahí, no sé.
That is creepy. Fuck. I mean, I haven't seen anything paranormal, but it's creepy. Oh, fuck.
Boludo, ¿viste, boludo? ¿Viste eso? Ah, boludo. Aguantá, boludo, aguantá.
Dude took off like a bat out of hell.
After panning the camera towards an empty classroom, we can see a chair that is strangely placed near the doorway. It isn't until seconds later that the chair moves on its own, causing both men to flee as far away from the site. The video's description claims that both men had encountered something paranormal, which appears to be the case. Although most viewers believe that something paranormal had occurred, a few believe that this might have been done with practical effects. Some believe that a string was used to pull this off. Now, because the guard didn't go inside the class to show that no one was hiding inside, it's hard to be sure if it's real or not. I'll leave it to you to decide as to whether or not something paranormal had occurred. Had both guards encountered something beyond explanation, or was this something else?
That's creepy, guys. That's way creepy. Holy guacamole. Let's see here. Boom. The kids are a heart at best. They are. Kids are the best. Eric, I've actually never gotten annoyed with Brian. He mostly forgets what he is saying mid-sentence, or he forgets the point of the story. But you guys see that. Ah, ha, ha. Let's make fun of Brian Day. Today's make fun of Brian Day. Ha, 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 ha. All right, guys, I'm going to get on out of here. You guys have a great, blessed rest of your day. Rosie's got to use the potty, guys. Rosie's got to use the potty. All right, guys, we will see you at 4:20 today. Stick around. Stay tuned. We got a hell of a stuff coming up, guys. 4:20. Make sure you're tuning in. You guys have a great rest of your day, guys. God bless. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for doing all the things, hanging out with me this morning, guys. I will see you at 4:20.
Thank you for joining us on the It's 420 Somewhere podcast. Broadcasting worldwide and brought to you by thedailydank.com. Check out our merchandise and amazing content. And follow us on all our social media. Now, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
All right, we'll see you guys. Have a good one.